That's the whole point. Otherwise, your exhibition will be just another one.
Yeah.
So that's the story. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, 1, 2.
So I look at you.
No, I will introduce you first, and then once I done a short introduction, I turn to you, and we have a conversation.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Hi, welcome to the National Quiz Choice Online News. I'm Robin Stienberg, and welcome to the Stienberg Review. Here we have Mr. Roy Quack, who is the director of Art Trove here in Singapore, and they are based in number 51 Waterloo Street on the second floor. And you can actually visit them to explore more of their artwork at their website at www.art-trove.com for more information. Mr. Roy Quack, thank you for joining me here at the National Quiz Choice this Stienberg Review. Tell us, what drives you to start a art gallery in Singapore?
Well, it happened 3 years ago. My partner Nikolai, on Root School, is German national but PR Singapore. Come across some very unique German art from the modern era. So this gentleman who painted and exhibited with people like Picasso, it's called Iwan Platter. So we came across this and we found it very interesting because it was once famous. I mean, he has that pedigree whereby it was discovered by Dr. Richard Reicher, director of the Art House at the time. And Dr. Richard Reicher, according to art historians, was one of the first people who discovered Picasso, for example. So through this heritage, and we thought that this is a very interesting find, and we decided that we would like to pursue art in terms of art history, products regarding, artworks that have a lot of meaning. So we started with Iwan Platter, who was expressionist artist was born in 1894 and passed away at the age of 91, for example. So we managed to be able to manage this and stay. Then subsequently we had Trove, Jürgen Bolcher, who's actually avant-garde East German film producer and artist. So he was because of communism, because of whatever that has happened in World War II, has shaped him in such a way that he produced very unique art. He did not allow the communists to confine him. So even though he was enclosed in this communist world, he was able to express freely his art form. So I thought this is a very important art. So this year, being the year of the British, because of the Diamond Jubilee, etc., we did a few very interesting art shows. For example, a royal show that featured works of art by Prince Charles, Queen Victoria, and Prince Albert. We even have gold coins minted by the East India Company. They got the Royal Mint in the UK to mint this limited edition gold coins, for example. And we had a pretty nice and successful opening for that. Subsequently, we are doing this show called Equipoise. Equipoise came around also last year when we saw these sculptures and photographs. We couldn't believe that they were real because they look so impossible. And we happened to meet up with the artist Adrian Gray through a friend, and we saw the live demonstration, we saw the photographs, and we realized that it's very special, it's very unique, because it's not only balancing the stone, it's trying to create a sculpture with it, it looks like, it may look like a Picasso painting or drawing or something, it may look like animal, etc. So we had an idea that, since it's coming to Singapore, we should do a limited Singapore edition, whereby these stones are brought around Singapore and photographed. So that's how the show came about.
Now, what is art, to you as a art or gallery owner?
Okay.
What's the definition?
Well, my own personal definition is that art is literally life. Art is life, and art should appeal or enhance one's life. One reason why there are so many art collectors is not only because of the value, because people do enjoy art. I think art should be part of life because, depending on what you choose, it can enrich you in a certain way.
Now, what is the art trends going to be like for Singapore? And do you think that Singapore is ready to appreciate art?
Okay, it all depends on what art you're looking for. I mean, being in this business for 3 years, I see a trend for contemporary art. People like things that are unique or looks trendy. So at this point in time, I think Singapore still needs more time to become a shaker and mover in art. There are few collectors who I think collect very unique things. They have the vision, but most people will probably be, they will wait and see and figure out the trends.
But is art an investment?
Yeah, definitely. So it's both an investment and it's also a lifestyle. So you have to look at it in both ways. Because if you look at it as an investment only, then it's pretty shallow. Because I do believe that when you buy art, you should enjoy it as well.
Now, what advice would you give for first-time art lovers and collectors, and also investors, if they want to get into the business of art and art collection? What advice would you give to them?
Well, you need to study the market properly. You need to know what you are bringing, what can you bring into the art market. I can't really say for sure, because this is a very dynamic world. All I can say is that, if you think that it's something unique, you should try it. You could even work with another gallery first, to see if this thing works.
So art is also can be a form of a risk management.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So you never know that if the artist becomes very famous and your art piece that you bought on its own, could raise the value.
It all depends on the customer base and what you do to them. So at the end of the day, if you are able to have the right mix, then obviously things will.
Now, what kind of criteria could you name 3 points on this? Does your gallery look for when you were to see an artist's work and you think that they have potential to place their art in your gallery, for exhibition as well as for marketing purposes? What sort of criteria do you look for usually?
Well, firstly, when people look for us, if they do look for us, I always tell them that, the first question always comes, can you do an exhibition for us, for the artist? And I would tell the artist that, I need to see what you have. I also need to get to know you, because it's about a relationship. So, firstly, we have to look at the art, if it's beautiful, it's something that we think that people like, or even if other people may not like, does it appeal to a certain customer base or even yourself? That's the first criteria, I guess. The second criteria would be whether there's chemistry between you and the artist. How does he relate to the world outside as well? So at the end of the day, if an artist turned out to be, I think he could be brilliant, but he could be temperamental, and it could be difficult to work with, for example. His works may be selling, but he's not producing. Things like this. So I think at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the second criteria, I would say that the artist is also a businessman. So you've got to work together.
Now, moving forward, you have a great art behind you, and it's a suspense, which
Yes.
I think I wish I could do that.
Yeah, me too.
Tell us more about this artist who does this sculptures behind.
Adrian Gray, he's been doing this for about 8 years, 10 years in the UK. He's been featured in BBC quite a bit, so you could search for him and you will find him on BBC News or BBC One. This is the first time he's in Asia, so this is something foreign to us. But most people who experience this or see this, they are quite, they are lost for words. Yeah.
So how could they place the order for such sculptures?
These sculptures,
Yes.
they could place on the thrones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Wow.
And then it can be customized.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Now, moving forward, what's next for next year in 2013 in the future?
Well, we're looking at another British artist called Trove. So we're still determining the opening date for that show.
Thank you, Mr. Roy Quack, for joining us here at the National Critics' Choice. And folks, thank you for joining me here at the National Critics' Choice online news, the Stienberg Review, and do visit Trove here in Singapore or their website at www.art-trove.com. Once again, Robin Stienberg, thank you for joining me. Thank you, sir.
But will you be editing some parts away?
Yeah, no worries.